Hey, dads, welcome to the Positive Family Legacy for Christian Fathers podcast, where we help Christian fathers move from miscommunication and tension to relationships rooted in genuine understanding and mutual trust. I'm your host, Dan Hayden, and after 23 plus years on active duty in the Army, I made a violent shift in retirement to coaching Christian fathers just like you. And today we're diving into a topic that every dad faces sooner or later: silence. See what I did there? You know the one. It comes with short answers, eye rolls, closed doors. You ask how school was, and all you get is, okay. You try to connect, and all you get is an inaudible grunt. And just like that, conversation's over. Door closes, AirPods go in, and you're left standing there wondering, what happened to that kid who used to talk my ear off? That sound familiar? Hey, here's the truth. Silence doesn't, excuse me. Here's the truth. Silence doesn't mean that they've stopped caring. It's still communication, except it's now in a language we don't know how to translate yet. When your teen goes quiet, they're not shutting you off for no reason. They might be overwhelmed, they might be unsure, they could just still be processing. They might not even have the words for what's going on inside their head. I like to think of it as learning a foreign language. I remember one time trying to order coffee in France. Let's just say my French is what you would call survival French. But even the smallest effort mattered. The barista smiled at me, switched to English, and helped me out. Why? Because I tried. I made an effort. The same is true with our kids. When we try to understand their silence, even in clumsy dad ways, they take notice. Our kids are always watching. We have to act accordingly. But they see that effort, and it begins to build trust again. Silence gives us a chance to practice a different kind of listening, one that doesn't rely on answers, but on awareness. So ask yourself, what's changed lately? How have I been showing up? When was the last time I just sat with them? No agenda, no lecture, just presence. Proverbs 18:13 says, to answer before listening, that is folly and shame. When we rush to fix or fill the silence, we miss the chance to simply just listen. We miss the chance to just hear what's not being said. When silence stretches out, frustration isn't far behind. You might think, why won't he just talk to me? She is so disrespectful lately. Nothing I'm doing works anymore. I get it. We've all been there. I'm there almost every day. But that frustration, that's your inner judge talking. That's the one that positive intelligence calls your master saboteur. It takes that moment of distance and turns it into disappointment. Your judge is there to judge you, judge others, and judge your circumstances. And disappointment always pushes connection further away. Here's the key: stay curious instead of critical. Pre-frame any statement that you make. Curiosity sounds something like this: hey, I promise this isn't criticism, but I've noticed you've been quiet lately. What's on your mind? Hey, look, I am not being critical here, but it seems like you've had a lot on your plate. Anything you want to unpack? Remember, criticism demands, curiosity invites, and invitations build connection. Sometimes curiosity doesn't mean more words, it means more presence. It might look like sitting in the same room quietly, watching a game together, just driving in silence. I get it. Car time is a great time to communicate with your kids, but sometimes just being silent is the better option. I have one daughter who just wants us to sit with her as she does her homework. She doesn't want help. She just wants presence. And what that presence communicates is, hey, I'm here even when you're not ready to talk. I'm here even when you don't need my help right now. Because your calmness becomes the bridge that words cannot build. And when you lead with peace, you're teaching your teen what love under pressure really looks like. You're showing them that love doesn't depend on performance. It's steady, it's grounded, it's patient. Here's one of my favorite PQ reminders: you can't connect and correct at the same time. Our judge wants to label. Our saboteurs, like our controller, wants to fix. But your sage, the faith-aligned, grounded part of you, knows connection has to come first. So ask yourself, am I trying to control the situation or connect with them right now? That one question can change a lot, both in you and in them. Remember, faith gives you the anchor, PQ gives you the tools. Together, they move you from reaction to reflection and from panic to peace. Let's start with faith. Think about Elijah in 1 Kings 19. The Lord wasn't in the wind or the earthquake or the fire, but in the gentle whisper. God works in silence. He shapes both you and your kid in those quiet moments. Exodus chapter 14, verse 14 says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Stillness isn't giving up. It's trusting God is doing his work. Remember, his possibilities are limitless. Just hand it over to him. And trust me, he's working even when you can't see it. Let's look at the positive intelligence, or PQ for short. When frustration rises, practice these 4 tools. And you are going to hear me say this over and over again. Pause. Take a breath. Feel your toes. Wiggle them until you can count every single one of them. Focus on one small physical detail, and this will quiet your reactivity. This will stop your judge, your controller, and any other saboteur. Stop it in its tracks. Next, go ahead and you name that saboteur. Say to yourself, that's my judge, or there goes my controller again. Naming it separates you from it. Calling it out. Remember, awareness is the first step to mastery. Third, shift to explore. Step into your teen's shoes. What might they be feeling or fearing? Do not step into your shoes as a teen, because I can assure you, when you were their age, life was a lot different. Make the honest effort to step into their shoes right here and now. Finally, ask sage questions. What's possible here? What can I learn right now? What's the hidden gift in this silence? Those questions turn tension into transformation. A dad I coached once told me his 15-year-old daughter had grown distance. Again, eye rolls, silence, shut doors. He tried everything. Tried talking to her, reasoning with her. He even tried bribing her. Nothing seemed to work. Finally, he decided to just stop talking and just start showing up. He'd sit near her while she studied. Sound familiar? This dad wasn't me, but he made the right choice. Brought her coffee on mornings after especially late nights. No lectures, no expectations, just presence. Weeks later, she opened about something painful she'd been hiding. When I asked him what changed, he said, I stopped trying to make her talk and trusted she would talk when she was ready. Connection doesn't begin with control, it begins with safety. And safety begins when you, as a dad, embody that peace. So this week, here's your challenge. Choose presence over pressure. Celebrate the small openings. Be patient and practice your PQ tools. Every small act of patience builds a bridge towards lasting trust. Hey, if you want to go deeper into these tools, both in your faith and your mindset, I'd love for you to join me for my free masterclass coming up on Sunday, November 2nd. Is that a Sunday or a Saturday? Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I was right. It's a Sunday. Anyway, masterclass is called Exploring Empathy, Christ's Model for Understanding Your Teen. You can email me to reserve your spot. It's totally free, open to all dads. Email will be in the show notes. And if you're ready to rebuild your connection from the inside out, both spiritually and emotionally, I'd love to walk you through my Legacy Academy. It is my 12-month coaching journey for Christian fathers. You can learn more about that at my website. Again, links are in the show notes. Remember, Silence isn't the absence of love, it's an invitation to lead with grace, patience, and faith. Until next time, keep building your positive legacy. Thanks.